You can just say what you want then. Good evening and welcome along to the Dave Bryant Stadium for a London Senior Cup match between Enfield Town and Athletic Newham. Who does not like a cup match under floodlights? This might be the perfect tonic for Enfield Town as well. Coming on the back of 4 consecutive defeats, they're now playing a side 3 tiers below them in the cup. It's a perfect chance for Enfield Town to gather some momentum, pick up a win, gain some confidence, create some knowledge amongst each other on the pitch. It's a potentially great opportunity. The team sheets are in. Kick-off is about 13 minutes away. And before I go through the team sheets, before we carry out the post-mortem on Saturday's match, it's my huge pleasure to welcome alongside me Enfield Town fan extraordinaire and broadcaster extraordinaire, Paul Manell. Paul, lovely to have you here. How are you and what are your thoughts about tonight's match?
Yes, good evening, Michael. How do I follow that up, good evening and good evening, everybody. As you say, under the lights at the Dave Bryant, is there anything better? And we're all looking forward to this London Senior Cup game against the brilliantly named Atletico Newham. I'm sure Michael will go through the team news in a moment, but it's a very strong-looking Towners side. I think a lot of us expected it to be packed full of academy players tonight, which we thought might be a bit of a commentator's nightmare, but it's a pretty strong team tonight. So, looking forward to it. And I think what we're all saying, actually, in the bar and in the club shop is a win for Towners tonight. And without being disparaging towards our opposition this evening, a good win would be so good for confidence and morale. That's the management, the players, and us fans as well. Absolutely, Paul. I think that's very much the sentiment already in the sparse crowd, but it's a building crowd around the stadium. Without further ado, as I say, kick-off is approximately 11 minutes away, so I'll run through the team sheets for the first time tonight, starting with the visitors, Athletic Newham. As I say, they're a Step 5 side. They play in the Essex Senior League, and their team sheet tonight is number 1 in goal, Harold Adupoko, number 3, Lewis Hyobi, 19, Charles Campbell, 4, Daniel Udona, 2, Hassan Togba, 8, George Rankin, 11, Abdul Kamis, 20, Alex Kozak, 7, Leonardo Pedro, 16, Julian Sarmiento Ramirez, and number 6, Abubakar Sadiq Mohammed. And their substitutes, Isaac Sijuade, Idris Aminu, Edgar Musoke, Peter Oyotunji, and Derek O'Hallam. And for Enfield Town, in goal, number 1, Reece Forster. At the back, 18, John Oyenuga, 20, Mickey Parcell, who captains tonight, 3, Joe Payne, 17, Dylan Adjahersi, and 5, Jay Lambert. Further forwards, number 12, Billy Leonard, 6, Jack Smith, 11, Lewis Taff, 15, Reece Beckles-Richards, and 7, Ollie Knight. And on the bench for Town, reserve goalkeeper number 13, Marco Cavadashi, 2, Dave Opoku, 4, Paulo Oliveira, 6, Max Montgomery, and 14, Prince Akuda Bolibenga. And just to complete the administrative notes, the referee tonight is Charles Martland, and the assistant referees are Harry Cal, and Ben Kelly. Paul, where to start? Should we start looking back to last weekend, first of all? Last Saturday, last gasp defeat to Chesham United, which featured 3 penalties in all, a red card for Gavin McPherson and a red card for Sam Youngs. What are your thoughts on any or all of that? Well, it was some game, wasn't it? It was a real roller coaster of emotions. I think the general consensus amongst Towner fans was it was a pretty decent performance by the Towners. Looked pretty good going forward. The new signing, Adam Thompson, he looked a very good addition. He brought a bit of composure to the back 3 as it was.
seems a bit strange saying that when you conceded 3 goals, but Enfield did look a bit more watertight than they have been. And it was a strange old game, wasn't it? I would say probably 2 of the penalties were soft. I thought the first one, given against Sammy Young's challenge in the box, I thought that wasn't a penalty, just looked shoulder to shoulder to me. And then the handball given against them for Towner's penalty to go 2-1 up again. Bit of a harsh decision. So yeah, it was a strange old game. And then of course the boss got his marching orders as well. I could see why he was angry. It's very difficult, isn't it, in heat at the moment? You've got to try and keep your composure. From what I could see, he was just having a quiet word in the ear of the officials, but what was said I don't know. So it was a supercharged game, but I think Enfield should take some confidence out of that match, which it shows the potential there, and all is not lost. And they ran a pretty good Chesham team, quite close. I mean, considering Chesham are mid-table, I thought a lot of positives actually, even from a 3-2 defeat.
Yeah, interesting to get that perspective, particularly from someone who was at the game, down at ground level, amongst the fans. You saw the penalties. I mean, up here, as I called it, exactly the same as you called it on commentary, as shoulder to shoulder, that first one from Sammy Young's. The last minute penalty had a pretty obscured view of it, but when I caught up with 1 or 2 of the players in the bar afterwards, the sentiment was it was very short range. So one understands, I suppose, the referee giving handball, but one certainly sympathises when it's from close distance, a short range handball, then to send him off as well. It's a very harsh double sort of punishment. You mentioned the new man out the back, Adam Thompson. He's not around tonight. We can come on to the team sheet momentarily, but I also wanted to ask, as you were at the game, been amongst the fans, what's the sentiment towards Gavin McPherson at the moment, the manager?
On the terraces, pretty positive, I would say. The general consensus seems to be amongst the fans. They were pleased with the performance on Saturday, and coming away pretty positively. I don't get the same impression from social media. Perilous social media, chat rooms, forums. I think there's a bit more of a feeling working against the manager there, but the fans are actually at the game. I think at the moment, gone up a level, had a unbelievable turmoil over the summer, and that turmoil's continued into the season. Players coming, players going. It's been a revolving door. So I think fans are just yearning for a bit of stability in the team, and the time to judge isn't now. I think the feeling is it'll be well into the new year. I think that's a general feeling on the terraces.
Yeah, thanks for that, Paul. That does accord with the sentiments I've picked up as well. I think generally there's an acknowledgement as well that the club has been promoted probably a year ahead of schedule almost, and in that sense it's almost as if Gavin's a victim of his own success. There certainly seems to be a strong backing for Gavin. Kick-off is about 5 minutes away. So looking ahead to tonight's game, there was a bit of speculation beforehand as to what sort of team Enfield Town would pick, not least because there is no game for Town on Saturday. So it's not as if it's a fixture congestion in these next couple of days. There's a chance for all the players to have a bit of a break from the matches, to train instead of playing on Saturday. And as such, what do you make of that team sheet? It's not packed with youths. It's pretty much all the names are names we recognise from week in, week out appearances.
It's a pretty strong team. I'll just put my glasses on so I can see the team sheet. There you go. I can actually see it now. Yeah, it's a pretty strong team, as you say, Michael. And a number of players who have played on a regular basis. Johnny Anuga, who came on Saturday. Mickey Parcells playing. I think the mentality is we haven't got a game on Saturday. Play a pretty strong team, get a good win, get that winning mentality into the side, that morale booster and take that into the next game, which I think is home to Salisbury in a couple of weeks' time. I think that's the mentality. The only player I must admit I'm not au fait with is Jay Lambert, the number 5. I assume he's a centre half, so I think it'll probably be a back three of Parcell, Payne and Lambert, I would have thought. Nice to see Lewis Taff in the team. And Lewis Taff, this season, for Enfield, played one, scored one. Opening day against Torquay. He scored the first Enfield goal in the Conference South, and no one can ever take that away from him. So nice to see Lewis Taff in the team. Nice to see Ollie Knight given a run out as well. Reece Beckles-Richards. So yeah, strong team. A few more sort of academy players on the bench, a strong side. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, get the sense that with a strong starting 11 and then 5 academy players on the bench, the approach tonight will be, let's get this game won, let's get it sorted out, tied up, get the game won, and then bring on some of the younger boys for a bit of experience later on in proceedings. As you say, return for Lewis Taff. Got Reece Beckles-Richards making a start. He's made a lot of appearances this season. Made 14 appearances, but only 2 starts so far. So good to see him back in the team. And yes, I think it's safe to assume that we're going to see Enfield Town retain that 3 at the back with Parcell and Joe Payne and presumably Jay Lambert alongside them, with John Oyenuga and Dylan Adjahersi the wing backs, Billy Leonard, Jack Smith, Lewis Taff, Ollie Knight and Reece Beckles-Richards, and between them they'll sort out the attack, I imagine. Beckles-Richards will certainly be up front. It's pretty much take your pick out of the rest. Perhaps Lewis Taff or Billy Leonard up top alongside. We've very briefly touched on Adam Thompson, former Northern Ireland international. He's not involved tonight, which is fair enough. He's 32, he's only just come into the team. Early impressions of Adam Thompson, what do you think he'll bring to the team?
Yeah, cheers, Michael. As the teams come to the field, and Atletico Newham look very much like Atletico Madrid, don't they? With their red and white stripes. Towners are in their chain strip, or third chain strip of all purple. Yes, Adam Thompson. How good does it sound? Northern Ireland Foot International playing for Towners. How does that sound? And he looked to me like a player who's played at a higher level on Saturday. He had a bit of composure. He was good on the ball. His distribution was good. He brought a bit of calmness to the defence, I thought. I know Town conceded 3, but let's face it, 2 were probably contentious penalties. So yeah, I thought there was a bit of composure at the back there, which we've been yearning for all season. So I thought it was a very good debut. Speaking to some Barnet friends I've got, because he's had spells at Barnet, I think the one worry is with him is injury. I think he's quite injury prone, and he's in his early 30s now, so touch wood, he stays fit. Obviously not featuring tonight.
Early 30s makes him a baby in my book. Thanks for that. That's really interesting to get that opinion, as I say, particularly from someone who's at the game, down at ground level, watching the game. So, kickoff is moments away. The referee and his assistants are approaching the centre spot. The Town players are gathered by the centre circle. The Athletic Newham players are gathering into a little huddle. Town, as Paul said, resplendent in that deep dark purple shirts, shorts and socks. Reece Forster disappeared momentarily. He's inside the net having a little drink, but he's got a bright orange top on today to avoid confusion with the officials, no doubt. Athletic Newham, red and white striped shirts, red shorts, red socks. The weather is quite mild, actually. It's looked a gloomy, grim all day. It's been overcast and drizzly, but there's no rain at the moment. The floodlights are on. It's pretty mild. It's quite nice playing conditions, I'd have said. There'd be quite nice slick pitch. Town are defending the Hertfordshire Zoo end at the moment, and with the toss of the coin having been concluded, they will remain defending the Hertfordshire Zoo end. There's a smattering of supporters in the stadium. Pretty low crowd, a couple of hundred, I'd say. But decent turnout for a cup game against a Step 5 side. Athletic Newham there just concluding their team huddle with a rousing chant in unison. So let's see what joy that brings them. We're also expecting, possibly anticipating, that Gavin McPherson himself might be up here amongst the dignitaries in the posh seats.
Is he suspended for tonight's game then? I was just going to ask Michael. I can't see it. Can I see him down on the bench? Andrew's going to come in now. Is Gavin suspended?
So Gavin's not suspended for tonight, but what he's done very cleverly is that he's coming up to the stand anyway as a sort of preparation for when he is suspended, and he's allowed the rest of the coaching staff to take charge tonight. That's the plan.
Smart move. Very well thought through. And it reiterates that notion that this might be the perfect sort of rebound match for Town to have after the disappointment of that last minute defeat. The game has started. We're 25 seconds in. Mickey Parcell has launched the ball up the right towards Beckles Richards, and Athletic Newham have picked up possession on halfway. Battling away there in the centre and winning an early free kick just on halfway. I think it was George Rankin who went over, winning the free kick. Town do indeed appear to be lining up in a back four as Newham play the ball forward up their left. Parcell will take it on his chest and then clear long over halfway. Beckles Richards is the main striker. He's chasing that one, but it looks like Athletic Newham have cleared the danger temporarily. Rankin in possession, but it's stolen from him. Now Town look to break, but Billy Leonard lost his footing and Newham can clear the ball over halfway for Parcell to tidy up. Parcell, who's got Jay Lambert alongside him in defence, and Joe Payne to his left. Jack Smith sitting just in front of the back four. Does appear to be a back four tonight for Town. Smith there playing the ball forward, but Newham have stolen it, and it's with Alex Kozak for them. Now Rankin, but he's lost out. Beckles Richards picking it up from distance and having the first shot at goal, and it's easy for Adipoko in the Newham goal. But first shot there comes from Town after a minute, Paul.
Yeah, mistake at the back by Atletico Newham. Presented the ball to Reece Beckles Richards. Looks a bit like a player who hasn't played much. Over to Michael.
Because Newham are breaking into the area, but the attempted cross was cut out well there by Jay Lambert, and the danger was snuffed out. Newham got behind the defence on the right, low ball into the centre, and it was cut out by Lambert. Lambert did well there.
Yeah, he did very well to cut that out. Be good for his confidence. Yeah, Reece Beckles Richards. Here come Newham with a shot, tame shot. Easy for Reece Foster. Yeah, looked like a player short a bit of composure there. He kind of snatched at his shot. He could have taken a bit more time maybe, but good early chance there for the Towners. And as you say, it does look like a back four for Enfield Town rather than the three centre halves we've had in recent weeks.
Yeah, and that's understandable enough given that they're playing a team 3 tiers below them. It's Athletic Newham in possession with Kozak playing the ball forward over halfway. Now it's out to the left for them. Ball swung into the areas, danger on that, and Forster comes out well. He came out with alacrity there, grabbed it, snaffled it, and now he's given it to Ollie Knight on the left. Knight looking to feed Billy Leonard on the left, but Newham are able to clear that up to halfway. Here's Jack Smith for Town on the left. Joe Payne tucks it infield, but it's cut out by Newham. Now Billy Leonard on his right foot outside the penalty area. Billy Leonard gives it to Oyenuga. Oyenuga on the right. Town just stroking the ball around on halfway, getting a feel for possession. One of the things I'd have thought Town would want to do today, as well as getting a confidence boosting result, is just get used to playing with each other. There's a case in point as Lewis Taft tried to thread a ball through for his forwards, and no one really read it, and it just went straight through to the Athletic Newham goalkeeper.
Yeah, talking of Lewis Taff, actually, players like Lewis, who haven't featured a great deal this season. In fact, he's only played the one game, first game of the season at Torquay. Chance to impress the manager. You know, he's been on good goal-scoring form for Wellington City.
Cuts off again because Beckles Richards has picked it up about 30 yards from goal, plays it out to the right, but that's asking a lot of his teammate, and Newham can tidy up. It goes back to their goalkeeper, and he right-footed launches it over halfway, and that'll be easy for Parcell to gather. So yeah, Lewis Taff only made one appearance so far. Oh, that's a loose pass from Parcell, and Newham are in now. It's clean in on goal. Here's the chance. Forster's come out. The ball squared, and saving challenge from Jack Smith. As the ball was squared past Forster, Smith came flying back, slid in and cut out the pass for what would have been a tap-in, and Parcell was able to clear, and now the flag has gone up. Loose pass from Parcell created that error and that chance for Newham.
Yeah, credit to Rhys Foster. He did very well there. He came out, he didn't commit himself, made the striker make a decision, and eventually Enfield got it clear. But I think Gavin's just along us in the stand here. I'm surprised we couldn't hear him possibly cursing there, because the last thing he wants to see are individual errors at the back, because that has been a major problem this season. And yeah, a bit of a mistake there from Mickey Parcell almost cost Towners a goal there. So we don't want to see too much of that tonight.
Yeah, it's a strange one as well, because Parcell's the experienced head back there. He's over 200 appearances for Town. You'd have thought he'd be the one dictating things and keeping an eye on young Jay Lambert alongside him. However, no harm done, and perhaps a little shock to the system like that will be good. Just dust off any potential complacency from the Town players. The ball's gone out of play, and it's a throw-in on the left for Athletic Newham right on halfway as Gavin McPherson walks past to take his seat.
Maybe didn't see it, which is good.
Up amongst us. As Athletic Newham take the throw, but Town snaffle the ball back, and Beckles Richards has a chance to get onto it. Town breaking down the right, and a free kick is won on the far side, and it's a dangerous position just outside the right hand corner of the area. So first opportunity for Town to get bodies in the box and to swing the ball into danger.
Yeah, nice position this, wide on Enfield Town's right, as Michael says. The big boys are making their way into the Newham penalty area. So yeah, looks like it's going to be, is that Ollie Knight taking it? Left foot of Ollie Knight, I think, to swing this into the box. So good opportunity for Town here.
Yeah, I think it's Ollie Knight on the far side. Town have 5 in a line just by the penalty spot, plus Lewis Taff on the edge of the area. In fact, 2 or 3 players on the edge of the area outside the D. Still awaiting the free kick here. And it comes, swung in and headed clear by Newham. Did well there. Knight has to chase back, and Boyanugu is the last man back. He'll give the ball back to Rhys Forster, who launches it back up the field, and Town can look to attack again. Adji Hurst missed his header, and now Newham have a chance to break. A bump in the back there from Taff, but play goes on. The ref was unimpressed. However, Rankins picked it up for Newham. It's gone out left. Still Newham on the ball. Ball fired in towards the area, but Parcell's able to cut it out, and then the second attempt clear up towards halfway. It's not been one-way traffic, if anyone were expecting that. Newham certainly having a good go, and they've spread the ball out wide to the right here. Hassan Togba crosses the ball first time into the area, and that was a good sliding block there from Jay Lambert to concede the first corner off the game. What did you make of that little piece of action and the sliding cover from Lambert?
Yeah, he did well there, Lambert. Dangerous ball into the box, and he stretched and got it away for the first corner of the game, which is to Newham. Yeah, Newham have looked quite good at going forward. Very composed. They look confident, and they're causing Towners a few problems.
In comes the corner, but that's easy enough at the near post for Beckles Richards to head clear, and it will go out of play for a throw to Newham on the right, just down by the management benches, substitute benches. The throw will be taken by Hassan Togba for Newham, and it goes back via Abdul Khamis all the way back to Adipoko in the Newham goal. Newham now come forward again with Lewis Hyobi, who is their most appearances for a Newham player in their history, their very brief history, not yet 10 years old, Athletic Newham. Hiobi now tries to play the ball up the left flank. Oyenuga knocks it back with interest, and it's gone out of play for a throw. Did you have a thought in mind there, Paul? I heard you clearing your throat.
Actually, it was about the 50-50 draw. I thought on a night like this, when there's not many in, there must be a good, maybe 150, 200 in. I thought, tonight's my chance of winning the 50-50. No chance. If you've won it, by the way, and you're listening, and I'll let you know the number in a moment.
However, Newham in again. There's a shot. It's deflected. It's off the crossbar. Goodness me. It's still in play. It was Alex Kozak who shot. It got deflected. It hit the crossbar, the underside of the bar. The rebound's gone over the bar. Enfield Town have had an almighty let-off. The right-footed shot from Kozak as he broke on the right into the area, caught a slight deflection, but Reece Forster was beaten.
Yeah, you mentioned fluency there, Michael, and Newham have been much the more fluent side so far. They've been the more likely, and he cut inside, hit it with his left, and underside of the bar saved Towners there. I think the message will be we need to wake up a little bit here and get a bit more fluency into our game, start to control this.
Yeah, 2 huge let-offs so far already for Town. As the ball goes up into orbit around halfway, Taff is beaten to it, but Oyenuga will pick it up in the right back position inside his own half. There's a short pass in towards Adji Hersey, back to Oyenuga, back to Parcell, and then a modicum of calm is restored. Parcell launches the ball up the right. Good control there from Adji Hersey. Takes on his man, ball goes out of play, throw into Enfield Town, halfway inside the Athletic Newham half, on the right hand side. Under the floodlights, 11 minutes gone. Enfield Town 0, Athletic Newham 0. Throw to Town, it's taken back towards John Oyenuga. Oyenuga, short pass in field. Town have 3 men waiting the cross, but the cross is charged down on the right. Scrappy play ensues on the right flank. Taff manages to clear it up, and there's going to be a throw in to Enfield Town.
Still don't know yet.
I've just been informed we're still awaiting official news of quite how many games suspensions both Sam Youngs and Gavin McPherson will receive. There was indeed a yellow card shown to an Athletic Newham player, and it's not a throw-in, it's going to be another free kick to Town, halfway inside the Newham half, on the right on the touchline. Chance once again for Town to swing the ball into the area. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4, possibly 5 Town players in the area. 1 or 2 more on the edge. It's 2-man wall, looking to prevent or force elevation. Ollie Knight, I think, standing over the kick. Everyone forward for Town bar Oyenuga. In comes the free kick. It's a good one, but it's headed clear, and one of the men in the wall is able to hack the ball up towards halfway, but it's gone out of play, and Town will pick up possession with a throw right on halfway by John Oyenuga. Would you want slightly better delivery than that from your free kicks?
Yeah, possibly. I mean, he did beat the first man, but not the second. Yeah, possibly. What you want is maybe someone coming towards the ball for that flick on, I guess, a la Liverpool against Arsenal on Sunday, which I don't want to dwell on too much.
Yes, we do.
But on Towners, it's been a slow start to this game, and Newham have had 2 really good chances. Is it possibly a mentality thing where Towners are used to not having the ball very much in the Conference South, National South so far this season? And here's a game where really they should have more of the ball and more possession, and it's just trying to get that mentality where you're used to defending a lot of the time. Here come Newham again.
Forces come all the way out of his area. He's taken on his chest very coolly as Newham looked to break. He spread it out left. Paynes shoved it over halfway. Good turn there from Beckles-Richards, and then he's brought down right in front of the ref by Hassan Togba. Togba protests his innocence, but he's not going to get away with that. Was the card brandished, or was it just a free kick? Right. Hassan Togba has been shown a yellow card, and Town have a free kick. About 15 yards inside the Newham half, 20 yards inside the Newham half, and 7 or 8 yards in from the left touchline. Lewis Taff is standing over it. Town have assembled players at the far post, edge of the corner of the 6-yard box. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 players in the area. A couple more on the edge of the area as ever. John Oyenuga manning the rear, but it will be Taff to deliver here on his right foot. Can he find a Town player? It's a good delivery. It's gathered by the goalkeeper, however. It was too close to Harold Adipoko, who only made his debut at the weekend for Athletic Newham, and he's bowled the ball out, and Newham bring the ball over halfway now. And it's an enterprising run. Ball's gone infield to George Rankin. Now it comes out wide to Togba, fresh from his yellow card, on the right. Plays the ball forward to Kozak, regular goal scorer for Newham. Kozak on his left foot, drifting from right to left, still going, shoots from range, straight at Reece Forster, but it was a ferocious shot. No one really closed him down there.
No, there's a little bit of uncertainty, actually, I think, in the middle of the field for Towners. Some of the regulars in the centre of that midfield aren't there. Alfie Tuck and Sammy Youngs aren't playing tonight, so maybe again it's trying to get used to each other, and when the team attacks you, who goes, who stays, that kind of indecision.
Yeah, different formation as well, as Town do attack on the right, but Newham clear it up in their left back position inside their own half. They've been very composed, actually. I've been pretty impressed with Newham. Lovely spread of play there from left to right, and Newham now bringing the ball over halfway with Togba. He goes infield, and they're now attacking on the right, just outside the area. Oyenuga standing up the play, goes down the line, attempted cross is charged down. Attempted cross there from Sarmiento Ramirez out on the left. The regular left winger for Athletic Newham, Obama Nuvumba, is not playing today, which might be a bit of a blessing for Town, because he's their top goal scorer, 10 goals so far this season. I was expecting to see him today, but instead it's Sarmiento Ramirez on the left. Newham now take the throw on the left, trying to work a bit of space to get a cross in. Too crowded there. The ball now does come into the area, but Joe Payne very calmly nods the ball back to his goalkeeper, the sort of move which does indeed earn a little tap of applause from Paul alongside me. Payne now knocks the ball forward towards Billy Leonard, but Athletic Newham gain a goal kick, and they have possession. And after a quarter of an hour, it's Enfield Town 0, Athletic Newham 0. It's level pegging, but Athletic Newham have come closest. They've hit the crossbar, and Town they've had a couple of shots from range, but nothing really to show. You wouldn't really notice a disparity in level so far watching this game, Paul.
No, Newham, no doubt about it. They've looked the more composed side. I mean, they've had a decent start to the season. I think they're mid-table in the Essex Senior League, but they've looked the more composed team. But here come Towners.
On the right, in comes the cross. It's just over the head of Rhys Beckles-Richards. The attack there forming down the right, and that seems to be the flank down which most of Town's attacks have emanated so far. It's been mainly down the right, not as much down the left so far, would you say?
Yep, that's right. Yeah, it's been mainly down the Enfield Town's right-hand side. As I said earlier, Town just need to get on the ball a bit more, play the ball around a bit, spray some passes, as Forster just deals with a back pass. And yeah, just impose themselves a bit more on the game. Certainly, first quarter of an hour, Newham will be happier with the way they've played, but disappointed they're not one up. They've drawn a good save from Forster, and they've hit the bar as well.
Silver lining from the early stages has been the performance of Jay Lambert so far. I think he's made a couple of good defensive interceptions, and just now he took the ball forward pretty confidently, straight up to halfway, and then spread it out to the right. But Newham are on the attack again. Forward they come, straight through the centre. Pedro with a shot, and it's wide of goal. It does seem rather easy at the moment for Newham to get through the Town midfield towards that final third. That one came straight through the centre of the pitch.
It did. There's those gaps in the Towners midfield. They're just strolling through at the moment. It was very easy to get that ball through there. lacking Alfie Tuck, and of course the dynamism of Sammy Youngs. That could be the case. Too easy at the moment, but the silver lining is it is still 0-0.
Yeah, Lewis Taff is playing the defensive midfield role today. He's the one sitting in front of the back four, and of course Town normally have a back three centre backs and the wing backs, and that's not really the case tonight. They've got a flat back four with Taff doing as much sitting as Jack Smith. Jack Smith is now in that defensive role, but Taff's been dropping quite deep quite a lot. Smith on the ball now in the centre circle, just coming up to the centre spot, puts his foot in it, gives it back to Joe Payne inside his own half. Payne goes wide right to Parcell, right back to Knight, and Enfield Town's captain. He looks up the line. Renuga, loose pass, but Smith tidies up. Town can build on the right. The ball is chipped forward towards Rhys Beckles-Richards, but the keeper comes out well off his line, and he gathers. And another attack bites the dust. And after 20 minutes, it's Enfield Town 0, Athletic Newham 0. Newham have possession inside their own penalty box. Certainly not overawed by the occasion or the opponent. They have, however, conceded a slightly cheap throw-in. And this might be the first opportunity of the night for Joe Payne to launch a long one into the Newham area. It's on the left, it's halfway up the touchline. Payne's got the ball in his hands. Town have sent the cavalry forward. 1, 2, 3, 4 in the area. Lambert's joining them. Payne still has the ball in his hands. Town are now ready. In comes Payne. Big looping throw towards the near post. Everyone appeals as the ball goes out of play, and a corner is given to Enfield Town. Their first corner of the game on the left. 20 minutes gone, it's still 0-0, but Town have a corner. So the big men can stay forward. Amongst them I see Billy Leonard. Jack Smith's on the edge of the area. Beckles-Richards on the goal line. And Athletic Newham certainly giving him a lot of respect. They've got 4 players around him. In comes the corner, headed just off the line by Newham. The corner was swung in all the way to the goal line, and it was headed off the line. The whistle's gone, and Newham have a free kick just on the edge of the area. That was a pretty impressive corner, wasn't it? The goalkeeper didn't even think of coming for it.
Yeah, it was Lewis Taff there, wasn't it? Sort of in swinging corner, and it was headed away by the Newham defender from almost right under his crossbar there. It looked a close thing. The goalie didn't really react. You'd probably say that's Enfield's best chance of the game so far. A lovely corner from Lewis Taff. Crowd are very quiet, aren't they, Michael? Not many in, as we say.
Yeah, well, they haven't been given a huge amount about which to cheer so far either, I suppose. But as you say, that certainly was the closest Town have come. A strange decision, I thought, from the goalkeeper. He just let his defender take care of it, and the defender absolutely had to get it right, because if he'd let that go, he'd have been in the net, direct from the corner. However, Town in possession, building from the left. Joe Payne inside his own half. Gives it back to young Jay Lambert, wearing number 5 tonight. It's forward to Smith, back to Lambert, across to Parcell. Athletic Newham happy to press, but nice one-touch football from Town. Now they're on the right with Adji Hersey. Goes back to Parcell. Still 0-0. Halfway through the first half. Bit of noise now from the fans behind Rhys Forster's goal. As Lambert surveys his options, dribbles forward. Exchanges passes this time with Billy Leonard, and then a neat pass forward, and Smith plays in. Rhys Beckles-Richards through on goal, and the keeper saves. It was a one-on-one. Beckles-Richards on his right foot just inside the area, tried to shoot low, and the keeper saved it. However, Town back on the attack. Here's Ollie Knight moving infield. Can Town take some encouragement from that? Whistle's gone. There's a little nick on the ankles of Jack Smith, but play resumes pretty quickly, and here's Ollie Knight on the inside right sort of position. Gives that wide to Oyenuga. Infield to Smith. Little spell of possession for the last minute or two here from Town. It brought a chance for Beckles-Richards that was saved, and Town still have possession now inside the Newham half, looking to build on the right. Neat attempted pass there from Knight. Another foul from a Newham player. There's going to be just a talking to, not a yellow card. Little spell of pressure though from Town.
Yep, that was a lot better. More composure from Town. Jay Lambert, I think he started really, really well. He's looked very composed, and that move for the chance for Beckles-Richards started with a lovely ball from his into midfield. Beckles-Richards was put through. That's the second save the keeper's had to make from Beckles-Richards. That was a much better contact from Beckles-Richards. Comfortable save, but at least he made the goalkeeper work. Better from Town, and I think this is about the third free kick Town have had, more or less in the same position. Yeah, on Towner's right, obviously Newham's left. Chance to swing this into the box.
Indeed, it's deja vu. We've seen this one before. Can Ollie Knights deliver a more potent cross this time from the right? On his right foot, Town have 5 bodies in the area. It's a much deeper cross this time towards the centre of the goal. A Town header, but the goalkeeper gathers under pressure. He did well there. The header was into the ground and then rose back up again. And Adupoko in the Newham goal did well through a crowd to claim high above his head. And Newham finally have a touch of the football again after a couple of minutes of Town possession. It's Charles Campbell at the back for them. Now Lewis Hyobi. Newham just building on the left. They sit 9th out of 20 in the Essex League, as they themselves come on the back of a winless streak of 4, but Town are now breaking forwards. Here's Ollie Knight on the left, low cross into the area. It's cut out by Campbell, who then looks to shepherd the ball away, then hacks the ball. Not the greatest clearance, it's not left the area. Newham finally managed to scramble it half clear. Then perhaps a little push there from Adji Hersey, but play goes on, and Town have the ball back on the far side, the right. Adji Hersey did well there to wing the ball back, and now it's with Jack Smith, and Oyenuga looks to play the ball infield towards the area. The ball is now drifted in towards goal, came off a Newham player, and it will be a corner to Enfield Town, who are just starting to find their feet in the last couple of minutes.
Yes, this is much better from Towners in the last 5 minutes or so. Much more composure on the ball, putting some more passing together, and they're finding when they're putting... I'll just break off for the corner.
It's been a short corner, and it's now lofted in towards the back post. Up go the heads. It's loose in the area. Half attempted shot. It's half cleared, only towards the edge of the area. And then Taff can't quite force the ball back in, and Town have been forced all the way back into their own half, and Reece Forster. Paul.
Yeah, I was just saying, and that was a perfect illustration. Once Newham have been put under pressure, they have looked a bit panicked at the back, and it's a question of Towners keeping that passing going, quick passing, getting the ball wide, getting the ball into the box, and yeah, under pressure, Newham have looked a little bit panicked.
Town attacking down the right now. The cross comes into the area. Beckles-Richards goes up. The ball's still loose inside the area. Now it's headed clear out towards Smith, picking it up outside the box. Here's Ollie Knight, but his attempted pass in field is charged down, and it's gone out of play for a throw to Town on the left, about 15 yards inside the Newham half. The pressure is maintained though. It's been a good spell last 5 to 10 minutes, or last 5 minutes really for Town. Here's Jack Smith on the ball. Started to pull a few strings from midfield. Just commentator's curse, just as I say that. Sprayed the ball wide and it was intercepted. Parcell thumps the ball clear. It's returned in kind by Newham. Now Adji Hersey gives it back to Oyenuga. It's chipped up the line. Town patient build up. Athletic Newham certainly know how to apply pressure in midfield. As I said earlier, they're not being overawed by their opponents today, but Town, nice interplay. Billy Leonard's inside the area, but Newham have scrambled it away. Not completely clear yet though. Oyenuga will swing the ball back in towards the area. Joe Payne will pick it up on the left of the area now, right by the byline, chips it towards the back post, and it's just over the head of the on-rushing Town players, and it's cleared by Newham out for a throw. The pressure is starting to build for Enfield Town. They have a throw in a potentially dangerous position if Joe Payne gets his hands on it, but he won't. He's staying where he is on the left. The throw will be taken on the right. It's Oyenuga taking it, gives it back to Parcell. Parcell puts his foot on it. Town now looking to build on the right flank. Aji Hersey and Oyenuga linking up. Now the cross comes in. It's missed by the Newham player. Chance to bring it down, but Newham smuggle it away over halfway. And Jay Lambert and Forster, in fact, it's gone all the way back to Forster. He's been a bit of a spectator the last few minutes. Now Town can build again. The pressure remains on Newham. Smith plays forward. Beckles Richards tries to make something of it, but is beaten to it, and now Newham finally can bring the ball forward themselves. Up the left with Alex Kozak. However, Oyenuga has made a good tackle and looks to feed the ball up the right. Newham, however, have possession back again with Uduno. Now, big switch out to the right. Something for Togba to chase. He couldn't quite keep it in play. They look to do that a few times now. That switch of play from the centre or from the left out to the right, where Togba, the right back, goes marauding up the line. However, nothing came of it. It went out of play, and Town have possession again inside their own half. The ball is switched out to the right. Comes Enfield to Billy Leonard, and now Taff plays it out wide right to Aji Hersey. Tackle goes in. Aji Hersey scrambles to his feet. Picks it up against Smith, man on him, but he turns away well. Earns himself a bit of time. Strokes out wide to Knight on the left. Knight goes back in field to Parcell. Town, patient build up here. Still 0-0. Half an hour in. Enfield Town 0. Athletic Newham 0. Town near the bottom of the Vanarama National League South. Athletic Newham mid-table in the Essex Senior League in Step 5. And it's with Jack Smith in the centre circle looking to play a ball forward. Lewis Taft wasn't quite on his wavelength, and it's going to drift out for a goal kick. Last 10 minutes, you can get more of an impression of the two respective levels of the two teams.
Yep, definitely. Enfield Town started to impose themselves more in this game, looking more composed, passing's a lot better. It's been much better, and they've been getting the ball into the Newham box, and they're not Enfield knocking on the door about a minute and a half ago. Joe Payne, the lovely little flick cross, and Dylan Ajay Hersey was rushing into the far post, just wasn't tall enough to get on the end of it. But here come Town again.
Yeah, a little spell of pressure. Taff plays it forward, looking for Knight. It was a well-intentioned ball. Knight couldn't quite pick it up, and he charges down the attempted clearance, and it's out for a goal kick. And it remains Town 0, Athletic Newham 0. Athletic Newham, who were formed in 2015. You have their original name on your notes, I saw?
Yeah, I've got written down here they were known as Lopez Tavares or something like that. Sounds quite exotic, doesn't it? And then they took the even more exotic name of not just Newham, but Atletico Newham. So yeah, and a newly formed club. They actually, I think, play in Dagenham at the moment at the what's called the Bobby Moore Sports Hub. I've got written down here. So they don't actually live in the play in the borough of Newham. They play in Dagenham.
And Town have got possession back again, and they're inside the Newham half. And now it's with Taff outside the area on the right. Looks to force the ball into the area, but Newham crowds it out and clear. It's not going to go very far, though, only as far as Oyenuga, and Town can build again with Jack Smith trying to find Aji Hersey on the right off the area, but Newham cut it out. Lots of possession. Town have made that step up from not quite having a hold on the game to dominating possession. Now they need to take the next step up, I feel, and start creating chances, start cutting Newham open in defence. Newham have been packing their defence and just about clearing everything so far. Here's Charles Campbell for them. Played in field. Newham on the ball. Here comes the shot from Carmis, but it's charged down. Newham still in possession outside the Town area. They've been forced back a little now. Campbell bringing it forward. This is Samianto Ramirez, but Town have smuggled possession back and can build in the right back position, looking to go up the line. Misplaced pass, however, a little bit scrappy, and it goes back. Then a loose pass from Town, and it's picked up by Leandro Pedro. In comes a shot, it's behind the goal, but Town architects of their own downfall there again. It's when they seem to have extinguished the danger, they just needlessly gave the ball away, and Newham were able to get a shot away. Town have meanwhile fired the ball up the line, something for Leonard to chase, but it's trickled straight through to the Newham keeper. It's become quite end-to-end in the last couple of minutes. Lewis Hiobi now plays it out wide for Newham. Town there making a little defensive mistake, almost paid for it.
Another one. Yeah, there was one earlier on from Mickey Parcell, which almost resulted in a goal. I think it was a good save by Forster. And there again, Oniuga making an individual error that could have been costly. Got to cut those out, because at the higher level, they are costing the goals.
It's Newham on the attack again now, on the left. Oniuga with a chance to redeem himself for his earlier mistake, gets a foot in, keeps going and wins back possession, does well there. Shrugs off his man, and Town can play it forward, but I think everyone had dropped back to help the defensive cause there. There was no one to support attack, and Newham can come forward again on the left. It's up towards the area, Oniuga again tasked, but the cross comes in towards the back post, and the shot is wild. It was a difficult chance for Hassan Togba. Right-footed he arrived, and it came off his shin and went flying in the wrong direction behind the goal. But after a 10-minute spell of possession and pressure there from Town, Athletic Newham just reminding them that they're still 0-0, they're not out of this game just yet.
Yep, that's right. And I think if Town had been playing a team in the National League South tonight, they would have been at least one down, because you get punished for those mistakes. They gave the ball away again in midfield.
And Newham haven't punished them yet. They're still in possession though. He's ranking. It's gone back towards halfway. Campbell for Newham. Sarmiento Ramirez looking to give it to Kozak. Still outside the Newham area now, chipped into the area. Good header out from Lambert. Shot comes in and it's bobbled wide for Newham. You make a good point, Paul. I think at this level, these are the sorts of mistakes Town have been making and have been punished for. What you would say, I suppose, in mitigation is it is a different looking Town team. It's yet again a new look defence. It's a different formation. Some of the mistakes are perhaps a bit more understandable, would you say? Or am I being too generous there?
No, you're right, and it's been the pattern of the season, isn't it? An ever-changing, certainly ever-changing back four, and it's the case, or back three, but it's back four tonight. Certainly the case tonight. Yep, it doesn't help. And as we said at the start of the evening, or start of the night, Thompson made a big difference with his composure on Saturday. He's not playing today. It's interesting. Town were getting on top, but now Newham are having a good spell here, and they look like a very composed side. That they're not a hoof-it team like you might expect at their level. No disrespect, but they really play it on the grass and like to pass it around. They look very composed.
And they're in possession again. They've got a nice fluidity about them coming forward. They haven't, let's not exaggerate, I suppose, they haven't carved open Town repeatedly, but their crosses from wide positions, particularly from the left, have caused a few problems for Town, on top of a few self-inflicted chances as well. As Town build from the back again, here's Lambert, gives it to Mickey Parcell. 37 minutes gone. Town 0, Athletic Newham 0. Town in possession inside their own half. This is the second round of the London Senior Cup. The winners will play either Redbridge or Brentford. I understand. In fact, the entire draw has been made for every round right through to the final, so if you wanted you could trace the potential path. Town and Gavin McPherson could have a reunion with Met Police a couple of rounds time if all goes swimmingly. Here's Lambert feeding the ball out left. It's Joe Payne, cheeky little ball in field, but it's cut out by Campbell. He can stride forward over halfway on the right now, looks to chip the ball forward, but that was the centre-back's pass, wasn't it? He put too much on it, and it's easy for Reece Forster, and he bowls the ball out to Joe Payne. Talking of Reece Forster, I had the pleasure of bumping into Adi Connolly before kick-off. Got an injury update from him. He's targeting Christmas for a return from injury. This would have been the sort of fixture he'd like to have played in. So we send him our best, Hope that recovery continues apace, as Town have possession inside their own half. Mickey Parcell. And here's Ollie Knight and now Lambert. Leonard takes over string pulling duties in the centre circle. It's Oyenuga. Coming up to 5 minutes remaining, 6 minutes remaining in the half. Town 0, Athletic Newham 0. Newham have hit the bar, but Town in the second part of this first half have started to exert a bit more pressure. Rankin for Newham, gives it to Campbell. Now Hyobi for them, inside his own half. Plays the ball forward but gives it away. John Oyenuga can bring it forward, bursting infield. Campbell cuts it out, however, and it's a free kick to Athletic Newham. Just south of the centre circle for them, inside their own half. Yellow card for Oyenuga, I'm informed. What did you make of that? Fair or a little harsh?
There was a bad touch. It was running towards the Newham defence. It was a heavy touch, and Newham won the ball off him, and the guy was going past him. And I suppose he half sort of pulled him back. I don't know. From up here, it was a bit harsh, I guess, but not as far as the referee was concerned.
Newham have swung the free kick in. Payne got the head on it. And Billy Leonard can now clear up the line, looking for Beckles-Richards, but Mohammed takes over for Athletic Newham, in possession just on the right, now coming over halfway.
You're joking.
Goes out wide to Togba outside the area. He drills in a low cross, and it's tucked backwards and gathered by Reece Forster. Parcell got the foot on it. It was a dangerous ball there. A lot of space for the right back Togba, but now that space has been vacated and is being exploited by Ollie Knight in the other direction, and then he goes backwards and gives it to Jack Smith. Town still in possession on halfway. Here's Mickey Parcell. Parcell going forward now to Haji Hersey, up the line. Cross comes towards the area, but it's blocked and it's gone out for a corner. Enfield Town's third of the game in 4 minutes before the half-time break. It's still Enfield Town 0, Athletic Newham 0, but Town have the chance to apply a bit of pressure with Ollie Knight trotting over to take the corner and the centre-backs trotting forward into the penalty area. Town without Gavin McPherson, who's up in the stands today. He's not suspended for this game, but he's just using this game as an experiment while sitting in the stands. As in comes the corner towards the near post. Doesn't beat the first man. Haji Hersey gives it back tonight. Has another go. This is a better cross. Free header. Oh, it's over the bar. Flag went up anyway to spare the blushes of, I think, Reece Beckles-Richards. But it was a lovely second delivery from Ollie Knight. Although the flag was up, Beckles-Richards wasn't to know that, and it got underneath that when he had a clear sight of goal.
Yeah, that was a delicious cross, wasn't it, from Ollie Knight? And as you say, Reece Beckles-Richards got in the right position, but just a little bit off balance, got underneath it over the bar. He's had 3 sights at goal, wasn't he, in this half, Reece Beckles-Richards? The first one he snatched at, the second one, better contact, but fairly comfortable save for the keeper, and that one was offside anyway. Maybe looks like a player who hasn't started regularly. I was just going to say, pockets. Newham are finding little pockets of space just behind the Towners midfield and just in front of the Town back four. I think that might be something for Gavin McPherson to address at half-time, work out who is playing that more holding midfield role.
He'll be in charge of the Sunday goal.
Indeed, visually it looks like Jack Smith is sort of occupying that area, but you're right, Town have been picked apart a little too often in those areas. And while Smith's been prominent in possession, he's not necessarily provided the shield for the back four as yet, as Parcell plays the ball long up the right. Cross comes in low, and it's straight into the gullet of Harold Adupoko in the Athletic Newham goal. And it remains 0-0, about 90 seconds out from the half-time whistle. Newham now build from the back. There's Larissa Hyobi. Goes up the line as New Enfield signing Adam Thompson walks past us up here in the area. He's not in the squad at all today. New signing, having made his debut on Saturday. Newham building on halfway. Here's Rankin, who's often at the centre of their creativity. Goes that wide, cross comes in, but it's overhit, and it's easy for Reece Forster, who's looked confident in goal today. Taff, and now Ollie Knight. Smith took his eye off the ball slightly there, and he's lost possession, and Newham can build again. Here's Rankin on his right foot, shoots from range. Oh, it dipped just over the bar. George Rankin there on his right foot, long way out, good 35 yards, but it troubled Reece Forster there.
Yeah, he had a good sight of goal. Enfield's midfield again slow to get out to him. Decision making, who's going to go to him, and he thought, well, I might as well have a go now, and he wasn't too far off. That was dipping, and it wasn't too far away from going in under the bar. So another warning sign for Towners.
He caught it very sweetly, that shot. As Town build from the back again, just coming up to halfway. Passes exchanged on the right flank. That comes Enfield. Jack Smith at the base of the centre circle. Mickey Parcells strode forward there into midfield, and so I beg your pardon, it's Joe Payne and now Oyenuga. Town on the right, looking for an opportunity to work the ball inside the area. Takes man on down the flank, crossed into the area. The flicked header goes wide of goal. Good build-up play there, at least from Town. Fashioned a chance. It was a difficult one. I think Ollie Knight perhaps arriving the ball slightly behind him, but Enfield Town, they're doing well at least to work an opportunity into the area.
Yeah, that was vintage Oniuka there. That's what he's really good at. That's why he's been playing wing back a lot. He came on, didn't he, on Saturday and played wing back, and he's really good at attacking those defenders, getting those crosses in. It was a good cross. It was just a little bit behind Ollie Knight. He had to readjust, couldn't get a good connection. That's the half-time whistle.
Indeed, the half-time whistle's just gone. It's Enfield Town 0, Athletic Newham 0. It's been a curious half. It's been back and forth. Town had a spell of pressure and dominance for about 10 or 15 minutes, but Athletic Newham have come closest. Deflected shot, hitting the underside of the crossbar with Reece Forster beaten. However, this new formation, at least, Enfield Town side, with a couple of the fringe players restored to the starting lineup, still very much in the game. Not sure how satisfied they'll be with this, though. Not sure how satisfied Gavin McPherson, the manager, will be with this. Paul, your final thoughts before we break for half-time with the score at Enfield Town 0, Athletic Newham 0.
Yeah, I think the visitors have edged it, to be honest. They have had the better chances, hit the underside of the bar, couple of saves from Forster, couple of chances for Reece Beckles-Richards. I thought halfway through the first half, Town had a good spell where they got some passing together. Oniuka does look dangerous every time he breaks down Town's right, but I think Gavin will be urging Town to cut out those mistakes, which could have been costly again tonight, and also, try and reorganise that midfield and sort out who's holding that midfield, and close Newham down a little bit more, because they've got into those pockets of space. But having said all that, it is still Enfield Town 0, Atletico Newham 0.
Thanks very much, Paul. We'll take a short break for the half-time interval. The microphone will stay on, so you will hear perhaps a bit of background noise and chatter. Rejoin us in about 12-13 minutes, I'd say, for the start of the second half. So just after 2:15, just before 10 to 9 for the second half. We'll leave you with the half-time score of Enfield Town 0, Athletic Newham 0. The dark as well. It's kind of a little bit of darkness just at the far side. Like the floodlights light up.
They're not perfect. They had an upgrade actually. A season and a half ago, a couple of seasons ago, they were worse than this. And this is the upgrade. But yeah, you're right. When the ball's over that way,
slightly different kettle of fish in night game. I did a couple of friendlies, pre-season friendlies. It was in the summer, and by the time they finished, it was quite dark.
Yeah.
But I'm very used to the afternoon games. Clocks have changed now as well. It's getting dark a lot.
Yeah, every afternoon. Andrew, I'll do it this week. I'll send you details.
I'd love to do it.
And also, I'll have a word with Andy as well, who runs the station. I'll let him know.
Can you stop, please? Can you stop having assistants who are gooners, all of them?
All the Spurs fans are too miserable to do it. That's the problem.
They're doing other things.
Yeah, that is just rotten luck. Both you and John being Arsenal.
Is John a gooner as well?
Yeah.
Is he?
Season ticket, I think.
I'm now on the
I mean, he's not around for the cup match, the Hornchurch Cup match. Are you able to do that one, the 16th?
DJ Ray.
Is that the FA Trophy?
Yeah.
Should be alright. Yeah, that's 16th of
November.
I'll have to check the Arsenal fixtures.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'll have a look.
Yeah, I'll text you about that anyway too.
And then there's the ones that only go in like Friday.
But yeah, if he can't make that, then I'll get him to do the Salisbury game, or ask him to do the Salisbury game.
I'm in nearly every night. What's that moan about?
Curious to know what Gavin will make of that. Don't think
I don't think
he'll
you'll
be...
like the mistakes very much.
No.
You need to sort that midfield out, as we've been saying.
Yeah, as you said, it's not clear. I kind of feel a bit sorry for them to an extent, different formation, but if Jack Smith's the one taking care of that.
Are you saying 16th of November?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's international weekend, so...
Oh yeah, that would be when John's away actually.
Yeah, so it'll be fine, yeah.
Not very good, is it?
Yeah, mistakes at the back, we were saying.
Disjointed, I think. Too many gaps in that
I don't
midfield.
think we've got a midfield. I think that's the problem. I think they're running straight through the midfield onto the defence. The defence is taking all the brunt of everything.
Well, they have so far. And to be honest, a better team than Newham would have been this one up.
They deserve to be at least one.
Yeah, they should be. They've that composure in front of goal, haven't they?
That's a bit of luck as well. Yeah, I
I
mean,
don't know we don't know what this team is, do we? Is it their first team or is it?
it's mainly they've
It's
about 7 or 8 of their
players not playing.
Yeah, 7 or 8 of their regulars, but they've got 2 or 3. Like their main goal scorer is not in the squad at all.
I bet they're keeping him out of the way of us.
I'm having a party for
In case we go for him.
Yeah, possibly. The lads in midfield, the number 8 ranking, is it good? As you say, there's no one stopping him, so he's just sort of marching through on a win.
Finding a lot of space.
I had a go at the committee after the game on Saturday. The midfield.
Mikey's on.
Straight on the defence, and the defence are taking the brunt.
I was looking at them from a goal kick. It looks like 4-2-3-1. I think that's how we're lined up. But it doesn't look like we've got 2 defensive holding midfielders when Newham won the ball. It's
Never replaced Blackman. Never replaced Blackman. Ryan Blackman. All right, he might have got sent off, but other players are now getting sent off. He was a terrier. He'd have been down there, and then he'd been scoring up there.
Oh yeah, he was all energy, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Who's he playing for now?
I thought he played for Chelmsford, but he's injured. Somebody said he played for St Albans, which he did last year. I don't know. But that's what we're missing.
Yeah, it's like lack of energy, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah, but they shouldn't be, should they?
It's a much lower league team as well.
Particularly 1 or 2 trying to prove themselves. You know, haven't played much football this season.
I still think we needed somebody, an out goal scorer. These 2 up front ain't scoring enough goals to keep us up.
Yeah, but
I think that'll be the next. It feels like
everyone's searching for them though, aren't they? That's the trouble.
I kind of get the feeling Town feel they've got the defence sort of sorted now. Like the new boys at the back, the older chap.
That new player that started Saturday's excellent.
Adam Thompson. He's got a young lad alongside
touch
him.
really stays fit. I think his career's been a bit checkered by injury, I think. So,
but it feels like the club will sort of think defence in place now, and next thing is that man up top.
He's got 4 in midfield.
Get up top. I mean, Alfie Tuck's good.
Yeah,
good
I like
player,
that.
isn't he?
Oh, yeah, he's good. Yeah. But what happens when he goes?
Yeah, January, whatever it is.
Is that when he's going back? Is it?
Yeah, January.
But I like this player from Derby. I think he played well.
Yeah, the
A
weekend.
young player.
He did.
What was his name? Cox, was it?
Cox, yeah, it's a good game, yeah.
Yeah, between the two of them, and you've got Mickey or Benjamin or whomever it is.
He's good.
Yeah, it's kind of a more solid looking, more solid look to
He
it.
got injured. Yeah, that's
By Parcell as well, as you can see. Parcell went
Parcell did
charging
alright
into
though,
it.
didn't he? So when he went into the back.
And it meant Oyenuga could go up the flank as well.
Yeah,
when
exactly.
Parcell.
Parcells probably our most versatile player.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. I was surprised Bernie Tanner wasn't playing today, actually. I thought he'd have.
You know what? I penciled him in. I thought because he's hardly played this season, is he?
Who's that?
Bernie Tanner. Is he injured?
Just saying he's too soon.
Right.
I thought today would be.
Tonight, though, couldn't he?
He's on dual registration.
As in, as
See?
well, okay. There's a few of them now.
Yeah.
There you are. What do we know?
It's just classic half-time chat, that, isn't it? Any level, any team. It's always in the bright side. I'm glad I get to see Enfield in purple. I love this purple kit. This is one of my better ideas, having my second slightly rubbish phone next to me just on the stopwatch, because Saturday I was all over the place trying to work out the time in the second half. The game kind of kicked off at 4:07. Every time I looked at my watch I was trying to do mental maths rather than look at the pitch.
Yeah, that's a long way to get.
Did it just so an investor we would have had that in place within a couple of days. No, I did, but there was what was it, 6 days to go, I'm still getting £2.5 grand. There's been some money being put in. I've told American people, I've spoken to them and that, and I've told American
Didn't know that.
And then I have one of the Americans, they sent me 150 quid. That's from America. And do you know what? He said, I am American, born and bred American, can't stand American sport. And he actually said, I love football, not soccer. I love football.
You know what we should have done? All said to Elon Musk was going to vote for Trump. We've all got 100 quid.
Yeah. Do you know what? I will. If I was in America now, I will.
Comment now. The number 11
You've
for Newham.
had the numpty in charge.
Oh, okay.
That's your comments.
Joe Biden, he's done fun wrong.
Who's your man from? From us? Oh, from us to them. All right, I didn't know that.
No, you're right. Put that up at all.
It's a bit like Forrest.
But look out for him second half.
Yeah, number 11.
He got
What's the other comments?
What about social media when we were talking
Oh,
about
yeah.
I mean, I didn't want
I
to.
know, but he got it over the line.
My take on social media is, it's like when you go to a hotel, if it's fine, you don't leave a comment, you just think that was okay. If it's not good, then you go on TripAdvisor and leave a comment saying, oh, this and that.
Yeah.
So yeah, people only pipe up on social media if they've got something negative to say, don't they?
Quite
Broadly.
right too.
Up in the debate every time on the opposition side of the
I think, the number 8 for Newham's been pretty good. Gets on the ball in the centre,
Yeah, yeah.
good going forward.
Was it him who hit the bar? Not
Couldn't remember, you know. I was trying to annoyed at myself for that. Desperately trying to remember who it was. Second half can be slightly easier in that by then you already know who's on the right flank.
Yeah.
So they go to the far side, you know who they are, and then you can sort of work out a bit more clearly who's on the left.
Town of dominance, which will make it easier.
We'll see. I quite like the idea of Adji Hersey and Oyenuga both on the right. The two of them, they're both pretty good going forward. You know?
They are.
Had little bits of interplay.
You just don't want them both to make the same runs, do you?
Yeah, I suppose that's when you need.
You need that
Jack Smith
understanding where one comes inside and the other one overlaps.
Barely got to get that after 45 minutes,
exactly,
I suppose.
that's right, yeah.
You'd want Mickey to drop over, like come over cover, and then probably Jack Smith to rein it in a bit and cover as well. But it's a lot to ask when a new formation for everyone and all the rest of it.
They all said yes.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see though. Second half, they plug those gaps a little bit more when Newham are attacking.
You know what Ange would say, Ange Postecoglou. That's how we play, mate. So we are, mate. Just keep attacking.
Except if you play away at Palace.
Heck, yeah, don't get me started on that again. Oh, I think that was complacency, you know, they just thought
Big game tomorrow.
take care of itself.
City tomorrow, haven't you? And they
Yeah, but City are deprioritising that competition
could
of
be a
all
good
of them.
chance for
Yeah,
Tottenham,
yeah, we should win.
Yeah.
That's one we've got to be looking to win. Well, I'll go back on there then.
Can we check again and make sure it's on?
It is, yeah, I can see the
Oh,
listings
it is.
and all, yeah. Thank you.
I'll switch my phone off then so it doesn't make strange noises.
Good afternoon, welcome back to the Dave Bryant Stadium where the score at half-time is Enfield Town 0, Athletic Newham 0. Thank you for all those of you who have commented on the chat. Hello to Mama Jane 68, who's starting to think a regular listener, a regular commenter. Hello to Towner Trevi, the score is indeed 0-0. And thank you for the input on Abdul Khamis, the number 11 for Athletic Newham, who's held his own, I think it's fair to say. He's on loan from Town to Athletic Newham. He's held his own in midfield there. Nothing to report as yet. It looks like the Town players have been sent out early because the Newham players are nowhere to be seen. I would imagine after that first half in which Newham hit the bar and really could have gone into the break in the lead, I'd imagine after that Gavin McPherson would be particularly unimpressed. Paul, would you agree?
Yeah, as you say, Michael. Excuse me, everybody. I'll be back in a moment.
Beg your pardon, sorry. Soldio hospital pass there, didn't I, Paul? Coughing your guts up and I just thrust the mic in your face. The Newham players are now returning to the pitch. Gives me a chance to rattle through the two team sheets. Newham have in goal Harold Adupoku. Number 3, Lewis Hyobi. Number 19, Charles Campbell. 4, Daniel Udino. 2, Hassan Togba, who's on a yellow card. 8, George Rankin. 11, Abdul Khamis, who's on loan from Town. Number 20, Alex Kozak. 7, Leonardo Pedro. 16, Julian Sarmiento Ramirez. And number 6, Abubakar Sadiq Mohammed. And Enfield Town have in goal Reece Forster. 18, John Oyenuga. 20, Mickey Parcell, the captain. 3, Joe Payne. 17, Dylan Ajihursi. 5, Jay Lambert. Number 12, Billy Leonard. 6, Jack Smith. 11, Lewis Taff. 15, Reece Beckles-Richards. And 7, Ollie Knight. Both sets of players now making their way back onto the pitch. The referee is Charles Martland. He's got the ball in his hand and it will be Town to restart. Paul, happy to give a bit of input into Gavin's thoughts at half-time?
Yes, I'm much recovered. Thank you, Michael. Just seeing off the end of a bit of a nasty cold. Yes, Towners were out early, maybe with a flea in their ear, because I think the general consensus is it wasn't the greatest first half performance. Did all right at times, but Newham were probably the better side, and there were too many gaps in that Towners midfield. So I'll be interested to see how they plug those gaps. And you were mentioning earlier on that the comments. Thank you, everyone who left comments at half time. Yeah, as I was saying before the game, the general consensus on the terraces is that we know this will take time this season. We know there's been a huge upheaval in terms of players, and it's very easy for a keyboard warrior to start to spread a bit of mischief, so we won't take too much notice of them. Second half's underway.
Indeed, we're 10 seconds into the second half. Town have kicked off. Possession on the left. Joe Payne fires a long ball into the area. Something for Reece Beckles-Richards to chase, and immediately a defensive header there from Daniel Udino for Athletic Newham, headed out for a throw. Is an enterprising ball from Payne on the left, launched in towards the area, towards Beckles-Richards, an evasive action there needing to be taken by Athletic defence, and Town have the throw in a dangerous position. It's on the left, it's only 10 yards from the corner flag. Payne's got the ball in his hands. Can Town make a strong start to the first half? We'll have to wait and see, because the referee's blown his whistle, and a little conflab will be underway between he and several of those in the penalty area. The referee's dispensed his advice, blows his whistle, and Joe Payne can have another go. In comes the throw, right on the corner flag, in towards the near post. It's headed clear. The first attempt. Newham appealing, screaming for something or other. I think it was a rallying call to get up the pitch. Adji Hersey's now under pressure, and the right back position does really well there. Just holds off his man, shrugs him off, sends him flying, and then knocks the ball backwards. And Town can build again from the back. Jack Smith inside his own half, moving from left to right, goes out wide, and Town continue to build inside their own half. Still Mickey Parcell gives it to Jack Smith, now on the right. Back infield to Parcell, strokes it wide to Lambert, just over halfway. Town, if I'm sounding slightly confused, I'm trying to make sense of what's going with the formation with Town, because they've got Lambert and Parcell and Smith alongside them at the back at the moment. Maybe that was just a temporary thing. Oyenuga's moved back into position at least. Town still in possession, trying to build down the left now. Beckles-Richards holding up the ball, receives a shove in the back, and Town have a free kick in a threatening position. It's on the left, 25, maybe 30 yards from goal on the left, level with the side of the penalty area. Chance for Town to put men forward. It's the supporters at the Hertfordshire Zoo end try to generate a bit of atmosphere, and Town have sent 5 men forward into the area. I'm not sure it's so much creating an atmosphere as just imitating a traffic jam at the moment. But Town will take the free kick. 3 in the 6-yard box, 2 on the edge of the area. In comes the kick. It's deep. Oh, it's off the crossbar. And it's bounced back outside the edge of the area. Town still in possession. It's gone back up to halfway. Holly Knight with the kick.
Or was it Taff?
Or was it Lewis Taff?
I think it's Lewis Taff.
Well, whatever it was from about 35, 40 yards, and it was too deep for anyone to get a head on, and it hit the crossbar right in the centre of the goal with the goalkeeper beaten. Both sides have hit the bar in somewhat unlikely fashion now. What did you make of that effort, Paul?
Yeah, well, I think everybody was expecting the cross, including the Newham goalkeeper and defence, and it eluded everybody and crashed off the bar. I think it was Lewis Taff. I'm sure he'll say he meant it.
Back now on the left, cross whipped into the area. Here's Chance's ball. Back now on the left, cross shipped into the under. Here's Chance's ball. Beckles shifts, and the flag's gone up. Flag's gone up. Cross in the left. Beckles can cross floated in ball from the left. Beckles-Richards can fold in the 6-yard box. Back to goal. His volley's touch wasn't the best, but that goal he gone. Spun, turned, shot. It was saved, but the flag had gone forward for the left. Second, encouraging lines for now. Nevertheless, at the start of this second half, Paul.
As positive start on the front foot, as good as said, he hit the work. Nice to see. Keep an eye on him. Be back Smith, because it seems to me he's been playing much harder per four in that midfield. We almost thought he was part of the keep 4 on that point. Maybe so we'll keep an eye on that. Maybe Ross being to stop the line. Ross will in the to stop his pocket space in the staff. But yes, but 5 minutes on also gone in the second half. Bill Town let's go Newham
have and Newham have a kick Rankle target on Minion. The member of Professor George Rankle in midfield is diminutive of the number 8, but he's like a little one money, and there's been like in possession. He whacked free kick there. He was in reshirt tucked back. So there Newham can start off on their left. Mohammed lamps the ball forward. It's easier for Lambert. And then Kelly Leonard pick it up his way, slide challenge there from Kozak, but plays ways on. Kozak on trying it. Play goes right. Newham try to build down fair right. It's cut out. Snadgy Hurt can play mid infield. Here's to within that lying midfield role. Gives it to Finn left back, and then ball infield there down, and a key lovely keeping ball. Really Adji Hurt good. Can't quite keep in play there. Really stretching good on the right. and delivery there from Pay. Adji he was on the right on the gap, and on his the right to him with quite, and tried his best to keep it in with his head, couldn't quite. It would be a throw for Athletic Newham. Still an eye is at point. Yeah, still keeping an eye on that, because at times it looks like point is tucking in. Now take throw on Newham throw on, not their left line. It's certainly not straight. Keep straight line in the back for town. The ball now continues with an eye on it. Just the ball is now with young Lambert at back for town. Gone back to Forster, past L. By passes it be changed, drop back by Town. Now bring speed over, edge drop over deep to Richardson. Now to bring forward over halfway. Tackles Richard back to goal. Gives it backwards. There. Sell to Smith right back. In pass Sell shoves it up the right field. Adji is on Giga feet, little Breshkin field. Adji by the SC glass his feet under pressure on the right, down by the man of flag. Squeeze into tries to hitting just to squeeze across into over the back pass. It's going to come all the way across, and the shift is over from the bar. It's from Lewis on his from Night. Work on his right foot by it was good work down the right the by Uddy Hersey in the position. Ollie chip across into the angle. It's eluded his one on the save to, and Ollie could sail white angle bar body and get it for foot over it, and it sails over the bar and half full kick and minutes into the second half remains at Giltown. Take Newham tap possession, spreading over to on Taff, spreading wide to Hersey on the right. He's back in the towards Sinuga in this plexiglass forms. Who feels back fluid. It was very fluid. Is now the euphemism, isn't it? Ball over by Town now. And the ball over for halfway. The ball up, tucked in front, Beckel Richards. The ball up, struggles to foul the ball in, struggles to control that. There's a player gingerly on himself now, in hacked ground, and only gingerly picking himself up now. I think it's Joe Payne, goal half Newham through their goalkeeper up towards halfway, but tackle, strong tackle in there, bring it field right. First, and on down can bring it forward on the right. Adji Hersey looking to take the man on down the line. Three beats his man. Was he knew it? The referee gives nothing but a now to Newham. Work on that one. Go down. Good work from the Lewis Univobi. Play decision receive universal acclaim. But that decision is, but it is left Newham. The edge. In their left position, level with the edge of their penalty area. Newham change to Enfield side 0. Times pathetic Newham. No change from either side. Half time as we could tell. Step 5-13 Newham. Nearly step 15 here in the senior and down in 9th age 20 and Town and relegation dome and full Alabama National League Singapore had to also now heard the ball playing the play forward to Adji Hersey on the Shepherd's out of play. Job done by Hamid for Athletic. Just takes a goal second for them. First into the second half. What your best, Paul?
As we not much better from Town as we're keeping an eye on that fluid back situation. I think fluid have been fluid good at right one, but Enfield have been particularly good down Enfield's right. Newham left. Joe Herfty and on the have combined got well. As it. Dylan's got a couple of good crosses here. It's much better from Joe Pounders, and it's an agricultural challenge on Joe Pitt a few minutes ago. I thought that for a marble bring it be Dick and book player. When the ball went out, but he holding much Town getting hold of the ball much more now. Housing problem.
Still 4. It is still back 4. Smith is possibly from Vice Pro make a more disruptive deemed approach to the game. Looks like he's dropping in a lot later. Town looks switches out playing from left to right, but it tries to play cut off by Samata to Ramirez. He drove to switch play himself. Town, but it's cut forward by Joe Payne. Coming up in Town often the ball forward with Smith comes to halfway and here to Taft. Pass back to South. Now and here tinted pass area cut out. Ball to now. New up to break into the area. The ball Town squared back. Here's the opportunity. The edge of the area. Town went back. Base on still. Newham comes clear and there's a space wide left. Shot comes head and just pegged one. The left where Leonardo Pedro. Mark is a throw on the left of the end. It was at move. Mark Akers in space. And again, it's an entire move. Get the Enfield eliminated from yet another mistake at the back from Enfield Town.
Did we mention Jack Smith Paul at the roll? So he lost the ball penalty just outside the Town being a penalty area. And it could have been really dangerous there from Newham if it wasn't for a hesitancy from the new players. I thought the guy was going to shoot, and then he penalty played it and across the Enfield down penalty area, and the chance that gone. Again, I think if that had happened in the National South, would have been a miss to the net.
Way to second half. It is 10-0 got away with 11 minutes into the second half. Still nil lead on Town Hill possession on far right. They did until after short part Reynolds was cut out. Town will have filled again. More Shaley, but their accident is more by accident than to doing or given the benefits of the doubt. Over he was doing was poor and just stepped over the ball and sent direct to Newham attack flying on that into the direct would have been a goal. Given that holding away, Newham would want to be in on goal as a Town build on the right on Newham trying to Newham pressure ball on, but Newham played the ball well though out of difference. Newham the run pressure has won it by Bow. His inside Newham half on the right, taking short one Fossil. His Billy Leonard wide pubbling infield. Back out right Marcel's. Smith he balls forward for Lennon. Smith out taking his BS and the ball laid forward to Lennon. Just out near the area on the right. Didn't got support pass. Here it is played in. Guild pass out, picking it up to near corner. Thinks area. Sharp gonna foot out to pick, and he thinks back. Sharp right foot be good by Fleck. And then it will be gathered by the Newham more keeper out Shoko. But again, more down press count. It's another good Payne looking to take this count out. Joe Payne she thought about mere shots from the area and eventually it came in down from the edge of the area, trying about 20 balls out, it charged down. Newham now trying to play the ball out of defence. Coming to the here, it's all coming kicks. The lone Enfield player with a side kick and watch for a lesson sign to the centre circle. Chance for I think it's Newham to leave the picture. I think being the tier team, do you think 60 will tell and after 60 minutes sadness as they become processes, do you think tiredness might become a factor?
I think they possibly I think these days they're fit. All their tiers non-league they're fit. Yeah, they lay after them rails belly. Gone are the day non-league players dribbling around with spear bellies and possibly it's up pace on a game. I think it's up Town and get to make Newham run around a bit more or get in possession Newham ball, running the ball around a bit more, and certainly those Newham players run it at the moment. Great serve by the first Town, feels a bit comfortable. That's a great switch by the Western Town.
That's yeah, Smith out in Paul Percy flashy the ball he would on him and supports the right flank and but he's beaten to it and the ball to Lukami Tyobi as well. Smuggle goes out to left Abdul Kamik. He goes going to the left flank and in fights well enough. It's going to did well and keep it in. It didn't quite, so didn't do well enough because the is Enfield Towns John ran out of there. And can build on the right pass by the half field line to pass in feelings to Jack and Payne. That's with Jack Smith and flank John Yanuga. Exchange passes on the right flank for Town to pass. Back out comes to pass. Touch pass on the right gets in the touch. Lewis Tintaf in there. Let's get away and cut. Good interception there, Smith to cut it out. Granger Hamid Newark to break for to athletic Newark over half. He looked to one releases good forwards from talk might be a 1-on-1 good there from side through talking earlier about the need down to provide defensive midfield cut now halfway. Camiso they ball now there halfway for athletic Newham. They do it on the left. Here's giving Town into Wimberez. She's giving break Town left well to Wimberez possession. They can break over on the left only Knight. It's moving over to halfway on the left. Other support Knight centre from the Coles Richards. Two other supports only Knight fires the in towards the line area. There's the head they're on the line. 11 Stafford's ahead. They're arriving on Adu 7 yards out. As Adu Coco did well to play, but that was a move cross from Knight. Good header from Daff.
Yeah, that was a nice move by Moment down. Actually, Newham would for a moment down to tail in off his head. Their players crossed down off Knight, quite a heavy challenge, and it a right nice cross to Wally Knight. And right onto goal as tap with a stayed a remnant of his goal at Torquay first day season. Unfortunately, this time it wasn't.
Post is actually hurt 9 right cross. Thinks I pull towards him. Post shot. It was Nigel cross here. Shot. I think it was an attempt through cross action. But he chairs over here. Front it's when they were through. Gone rushing players was in front of all of them and we're gone out for a more kick. Now we're gone more encouraging signs for Tef.
In the side of definitely his son have been the better side of this half, created chances and hit the work. Though to kick out those individual errors. I think Smith is playing on the field line in the defensive midfield's help, and he plugging his gaps. So yes, well, and he's well in the movement line. Baker in midfield as well. He touched a lot of moves as well. In that deep roll.
Yeah, definitely little tackle adjustment from Town second half here. Okay.
Thank you.
So coming out goal, coming out of his goal there to come out of his goal mop to mop the difficulty and to throw to Athletic Newham, Newham, right, traction and stands there. It's a throw to Athletic Newham, level there, right, yeah. Level to the edge of the airway, but are able to clear their lines up to Eden's halfway. Obstacles Richards is to feed down scraps take Argix off to those clearances, but Town can break up the halfway. Right, towards area ball, shoots the last from Billy Leonard up to the edge of the area. Shoots instead of passing over the and then Ollie still breaking the left. Oh, it's right over the lead by Ollie tight on the rope. About Billy Leonard's yard, Rome half ran about the 30-40 yards. It's from halfway all the way to the down. His advantage shot left was notched down. His spiked to the left over Ollie Nobbert and his shot just went over his bar, but yet another indication that the pressure is turning to tell from Town. Mains nil, Enfield 0. Make Athletics Newham nil. Newham you're going to make a couple of substitutions. The look of it on now. Number 15 coming on then to Tunji and 12 and number 12 to Isaac is Guardes is also coming forward, trying to identify his because they're side boards. It looks like number Steve is gone on one Jing Williams, Sami Ramirez, he's one of those being withdrawn and to who the substitute and just trying to identify who the substitute is being on these players are being replaced. That's going to end by just another by tossing around and it's the Arden and Pedro so Juard and Tunji Pedro Sarmiento Ramirez off minute after and main 6 4 minutes less new and score remain Enfield Town Athletic Newham 0 Athletic Newham restart range very low goal kick. It was the Booker long range out not that way. You heard the ball is high in the air halfway as you heard 2 tries to have it back to Corey Nugent between and then they ding cycle possession at Percy a little ding to up the line. It's trying to feed Matt Leonard well but now did well pressure over off and now Army it's the thing it's over to half will J and the and it's a substitute to George. They will stand the left, but for Newell, but the point really well toward there. Leonard care the and then stood up towards halfway. Leonard will get it back to Smith and Town can build again run Payne looking for 9 and pass was slightly irrational though. Right, and Newham about possession in their right. And it goes chance come in Enfield and it's a chance not shot catch in from red danger force there. There's not too much danger there but him on the attempted soul out here intercepted and Newham on the back outside ball the edge of the area. Here's pulling the ball back shot there tucked wide fell off by there and spell ourselves to make Athletic Newham pressure there and pound themselves again to make a change. And we're trying to work out who's coming on because this off. The half is going off. Number 8, okay, but the team there's no number 8 indicated on the team sheet. So we're going to have to play to working out who can say much the play because it's not on the first team Town. I can say we've got that much. Got on the Enfield Town bench, we've got keeper and Cavalier, actually the substitute goalkeeper, and then Poku, Olivier, Montgomery, and Benga for Enfield Town. Apologies if you can't quite hear us. We're still broadcasting, and Town the attack. Town is the attack on the right. It is Dave substitute with Dave is to number 8. We had confirmed is substitute Town. And he's going to pursuit for Town and the ball's at its play, and it's going to be a throw in to Athletic Newham.
Okay. I don't know what the comments were.
I've got comments.
Okay. Comments there?
Ball's gone up line for Newham. Town cleared over. Townsend cleared ball over Richard way. Penal nudged from because Richards is penalised. And it's and it's free kick to Athletic Newham and score remain. And halfway through the second half to score Enfield Town 0, Athletic Newham 0. Forces to clear up the confusion, the substitutions, slightly kind of loose clearance, forced to a town of managed to still a bit normality for over halfway. There from there Newham and Ku and repossession to here is the substitute over Poku. So to number up the confusion over the substitution, Enfield Town had been listed and numbered on the save sheet and reliably informed that the number 8 is Dave Poku and the full came on from this tattoo. So Town will have their full midfield and substitute busy. Taking a central midfield role and very busy so far on this for Poku. Town in possession, right. Oinug, pass out, change pass, deals, out, Rang, ball new infield, it's cut out by Rang in for New then, can break right now, G for them, now they can down the right, switch, left Ogber, good them, looking to switch the player, to the left, and a very good ball, the substitute, Girardi, block, shoots, close, reach forward, love, split from close range, it was a love spread of play for Ogber, play from the substitutes, the Girardi is left with full shot for rush, it's inside the courtyard, the next full came rushing out, and it's be another corner to Newham.
Yeah, it's a game that's a knife is, to be honest, we love both sides are creating chances, and that was a lovely ball, angle out, Reece Newham's it was a quick angle, but Reece did really well, best out quickly, and he cornered his best cut down angles, and made us corner Newham.
The back comes the on the way to the back, Job still in position, they're going to tackle the area. And Enfield Town are in possession inside their own half.
Is it straight to penalties tonight?
Yes. Sounds like if Town are going to do this, they're going to have to do it either in the next 20 minutes or via a penalty shootout. It's still Enfield Town 0, Athletic Newham 0, miscontrol from Adji Hersey and a throw-in on halfway to Athletic Newham. In the last 5 minutes, Paul, Athletic Newham have fought their way back into this game. It had been a strong start to the second half from Town, but Newham having quite a lot of possession, quite a lot of the ball, and they're having quite a lot of joy inside the Town half.
It is difficult.
Here's Campbell bringing the ball forward for them. Sijuade can't quite keep it in. Your thoughts on the balance of play in these last 5?
Yes, definitely. Town has started the second half really, really well. Had a lot of the ball and was starting to create things, but yeah, the pendulum has started to swing a little bit more again. Newham have started to get a bit more space in that midfield, and as we were saying in the first half, they like to play it around. They're very, very comfortable playing on the grass, and they are starting to create a few things now. So, yep, it's a cup tie that could go either way.
Newham launched the ball over halfway. Town tried to do likewise, but it's become a slightly scrappy game in this second half. become a slightly scrappy game in the second half, and the last 10 minutes or so it's going to be a uncontested drop ball to Newham right bang on the centre spot. 20 minutes to go, 19 minutes to go, still Enfield Town 0, Athletic Newham 0, but Newham now building on the right. Here's Kozak on the right flank for them. A couple of step overs looking to create space, dinks the ball into the area towards the far post. Town can't quite clear their lines just yet. It's got to come loose, and Forster's able to hack the ball up to halfway. Town hanging on a little bit there the last few minutes. Reece Beckles-Richards does really well to hold the ball up. Adji Hersey back to Smith, and Town just looking to restore a little bit of calm here. Forward. Opoku gives it back to Smith. Smith rolls it to Parcell. Town coming up to halfway. Here's Oyenuga on the right. Now Parcell just over halfway, looking to tuck the ball in field, but the pass goes awry. Opoku picks it up though, goes in a little dribble, beats three people. Now it's with Beckles-Richards, tries to slam the ball into the area, but it's blocked, and it will go out of play for a throw to Town on the right, about 20 yards from the Athletic Newham goal. Oyenuga has the ball in his hands. Town players shuttle forward a little further to Opoku. Oyenuga back to Opoku on his left foot. Nice little triangle there by the Town players, still on the right. Oyenuga swings the ball into the area, but it's an easy clearing header. No one really attacked it for Town. Oyenuga will get another chance. His cross there is blocked, and then Athletic Newham tried to clear it up to halfway, but Lambert did well to win the ball initially. However, Newham have regained possession. Now they're breaking down the left. Oyetunji for them in towards the area, left hand edge of the area, cuts back, but he's got two Town men in attendance, and Parcell, one of them, brings the ball up the pitch, up the right. Adji Hersey looks for the run of Parcell, chips the ball over into his path, but Newham smuggle the ball clear again, and Karmis can bring the ball forward for them. And here's Kozak on the right for them, and now he's cutting in field towards the area. He's held up though by Town. He's forced backwards. Togba, big deep cross, which is easy enough for Oyenuga to get the initial head onto. Oyenuga now forced to do more defensive work. Sijuande tucks the ball in field. Transfer, the ball's loose in the area, and the Athletic Newham have scored. Athletic Newham have taken the lead 28 minutes into the second half. The cross came in from the left. Town failed to clear. The ball broke free to the back post, and from close range about 6 yards out it was tucked in, and things go from bad to worse for Enfield Town. It's Enfield Town 0, Athletic Newham 1.
Yeah, well, we've been talking about mistakes all night, haven't we? And how Towners have possibly got away with it. Well, on this occasion, they did not get away with it. I think it was Oyenuga who gave the ball away on the Enfield right, just on the edge of the penalty area. Cross came in. Again, the Towners couldn't clear it, and this time they were punished. Who was the scorer, do we know? Well, Abdul Kabis, on loan from Enfield Town, has possibly knocked Enfield Town out of the London Senior Cup. It is Enfield Town 0. It's Atletico Newham 1.
74, sorry.
Well, it's possibly a bit pessimistic. We've still got 16 minutes left, Paul. But Town now absolutely need a goal. And Adji Hersey's got the ball on the right, delivers a low cross into the area. It's tucked away and out of play for a throw for Town on the right. It's about 20 yards up the line from the corner flag, and it will be left to Joe Payne to take a long one into the area. Town need a goal now. It's Enfield Town 0, Athletic Newham 1. Payne to take the throw from the right. In comes the throw. It's a high one into the 6-yard box, but it's a Newham head on it, and it's gone out for a corner. Enfield Town's fourth of the match. Corner on the right. Town crowding the 6-yard box, crowding the goal line. Knight will take it. Adji Hersey's come short, but I think Knight's going to ignore that and take it left-footed, in swinging from the right into the area. Town players crowd the back post to now arrive infield. It's deep towards the back post. It's a Newham head on it. Still inside the area. Newham half clear towards the edge of the area. Adji Hersey heads back into the area. Still not quite clear. It's come out to Opoku. Now Smith chips it wide right. And Ollie Knight does really well to keep it in play, and can he now get the cross in? He keeps it in play again, tried to win the corner off the defender. Oh, 2-footed challenge there from Opoku, but he's won the ball just about and failed to keep the ball in for a throw. Slightly reckless challenge there from the substitute Dave Opoku. Good response on the whole though from Town to going behind in the first minute or two.
Definitely good response, and I'm hoping that they proved my words a few minutes ago were wrong. There is plenty of time left in this tie for Enfield to get back into it and indeed win it. Yeah, they've responded very well. I have to say Newham have defended very well. They've looked a good unit, and some of their clearances have been good, so they'll be very pleased with their defensive performance tonight. Yeah, that was one of those marginal challenges by Opoku just now, wasn't it? Some referees would have judged him out of control, but this referee said fair enough, you won the ball.
And Town can attack again. Smith finding Opoku. He's been lively since he came on. He's been busy in centre midfield. Oyenuga gives it back to Parcell. Here's Opoku again. Neat little turn. He's got quick feet. Gives it out wide to Oyenuga by halfway. Up the line to Adji Hersey. Keeps it in. Drives towards the penalty area. On the right. He's held up by two Newham defenders. Goes back to Oyenuga. Tucks it infield. Smith. First time ball. Oh, he's overhit that. It's gone out of play. A bit of frustration there from Town players. 32 minutes into the second half. 13 minutes remaining. It's Enfield Town 0. Athletic Newham 1. This will not go down well. Athletic Newham in the Essex Senior League, Step 5 team. They've got a throw in inside their own half, Newham. In the left back position, they just about play the ball out of defence, but Leonard's picked it up. It's now with Adji Hersey on the right. Goes backwards towards Oyenuga. Looks for help. Doesn't need it. Beats two. Lovely run from Oyenuga. Now tucks it out to the right, and Adji Hersey low cross, shouts for handball. Free kick is given just outside the area. Low cross from Adji Hersey, right on the edge of the area. The cross was blocked by the number 3 Lewis Hyobi, and Town have a free kick in a pretty threatening position.
Yeah, that was great play by Oyenuga. That's what he's good at, isn't he? When he's running at that defence, defenders don't like it. He's got, very quick, tricky feet. Then he played a nice ball out to Dylan, and it was a handball just on the edge of the Newham penalty area on Enfield's right. Good opportunity, this free kick.
Joe Payne's behind it. It's only about 5 yards in from the edge of the pitch. Enfield Town have brought on Prince Akudu Bolibenga.
Leonard off.
For Billy Leonard. And Town have this free kick right on the edge of the area. It's 5 yards from the touchline. Joe Payne's behind it on the right. It's a tight angle. I'm not sure he's going to have a shot from here, but he can put it into a difficult area. There's a two-man wall for Newham, whose goalkeeper has left their front post completely unguarded, so he's clearly expecting a cross. Payne now left-footed. Oh, it's over everybody and out for a goal kick. I think he was looking for a head, just got a little bit too much on it. Chance goes begging. Another minute ticks by. 10 minutes remaining now. And it's Enfield Town 0, Athletic Newham 1. And just to confirm the second substitution there, Prince Akuda Bolibenga came on. Billy Leonard has gone off for Town. Town looking to youth from the bench for a bit of inspiration here. It's a goal kick to Athletic Newham. 10 minutes away from a famous cup win. Only been in existence 9 years, Athletic Newham. Goal kick taken up over halfway. Poku looks to bring it down on halfway. He's done very well, and Smith chips it forward towards Bolibenga, but the attempted pass is cleared out of play. It's going to be a throw on the right, just in front of halfway. Oyenuga takes, gives it back to Parcell inside his own half. Enfield Town need a goal here. It's with Jay Lambert. Lambert brings it over halfway unopposed. Parcell, everyone north of him. Jack Smith dropping deep. Back with Parcell, he can bring it forward here over the centre circle. Back wide right again to Smith. Infield to Aji Hersey, out wide to Oyenuga. Oyenuga chips it into the area. Aji Hersey looks to bring it down, acrobatic effort, but it's gone wide. Town though on the attack again. Good little spell of pressure this for Town. And the Athletic Newham goalkeeper, Harold Adipoko, might only be his second appearance, but he knows the game and he's gone down and play will be stopped with 9 minutes remaining. Play is going to be paused. What are your thoughts on these final 9 minutes as we wait the stoppage, we wait for the goalkeeper to resurrect? What do you think? What are the chances here for Enfield Town?
Well, Towners are knocking on the door, but I have to say Newham are defending deep, but they're defending very, very well. They look very well organised. They're in a good shape, and at the moment, Towners are failing to create anything clear cut. That was just a cross by Onayuku, and Dylan shaped to produce some sort of overhead kick, but he didn't get the shape right, and it's those half chances at the moment, nothing clear cut. I think we've got another substitution for Newham. Number 10's coming on.
Indeed, the substitution is Idris Aminu on for Newham, and Alex Kozak, the right winger, he's going off. 82 minutes in.
10 for 20.
Enfield Town 0, Athletic Newham 0, Athletic Newham 1. You're not missing anything because the substitute is just trotting onto the pitch. Idris Aminu for Athletic Newham. Town have made 2 substitutions so far this half. Apoku and Bolibenga on for Leonard and Taff. Play has restarted. It's up by halfway. Spot of head tennis, but Newham emerge with it on the right flank. Building infield now, looking for what would be a devastating second goal. They're up down by the corner flag now. Attempted cross, blocked first time, goes back into the penalty area. Town head on it. Aji Hersey completes the clearance, but it's only up to the centre circle, and Newham can recycle again. Slightly loose pass, but they're still in possession. Ball's forced out wide to the right. Played infield now, but no Newham player can pick it up, and Town can bring it forward with Aji Hersey flying off down the right flank. Looks to chip the ball forward. Seemed to be caught late, but players continued. Mohammed and Newham have it over halfway. Aji Hersey wins it back, or Parcell won it back. Aji Hersey's collected it. Oyenuga now infield. Lambert. Town inside their own half. Neat passes. Smith back to Lambert. Town have a bit of time now on the ball. Here's Payne on the left for them, still inside their own half. Newham regroup, get back into their defensive shape, and Town look to see where they can build. They're out on the wide right now by halfway. Oyenuga cutting in field, pointing where he wants his support to go, but doing it himself instead. Beats one player, feeds it out wide to Aji Hersey. He looks to take his man on the right. He's forced to go backwards to Parcell. Takes a touch, infield to Smith. Got a bit of space in front of him in the centre, just in front of the centre circle. Gets a bit lucky. Second attempt, gives the ball to Beckles Richards. Looks to flick the ball into Bolibenga, but the ball has been cleared. It's out on the left for Town. Good work here from Knight. Held up, looks to get the return. Payne will drill the ball in low, but it's blocked by Newham, who can hack the ball up towards halfway, and it's with Lambert. Mickey Parcell now on halfway for Town. Long ball, but that's far too much on that. It's gone out for a goal kick, and we enter the final 5 minutes, and it's Enfield Town 0, Newham Athletic 1. Well, Town are putting on the pressure. They've had a lot of possession, but still no real clear-cut chances as we go into the last 5 minutes, Paul.
That's right, Michael. Yes, Enfield have had a lot of the ball, played some good passing, but it's just trying to create that clear-cut chance. As I said a few minutes ago, Newham have defended deep really, really well. And Towners just struggling to break them down. What Towners must not get is desperate. That was a bit of a desperate ball by Mickey Parcell just now, very ambitious, and it just gave the ball straight back to Newham. So Town have got to be patient. I reckon there's got to be at least 6 minutes of added time with the substitutions and the goalkeeper going down a few minutes ago. So there is still hope, Towners.
And they have a free kick. Beckles Richards won a free kick on the left for Town. It's about it's wide on the left. It's about 45 yards out, but everyone's gone into the penalty area again. It's Knight swings the ball low in towards the area, but it's cleared pretty easily by Newham. And Smith, late challenge there, but play goes on. Oyenuga has forced to give the ball all the way back to East Forster. Town readying some substitutes. Further substitutions here as Forster launches the ball over halfway. Bollybenga can't quite get ahead on it. Newham happy just to hack the ball into orbit. Poku challenges, does well. Bollybenga challenges. It's quite scrappy there, and Newham forced the ball out, and Adjuhursi can pick it up on the right inside the Newham half. He goes backwards to Oyenuga. Smith, neat one-touch football, but then Opoku has passed a bit short, manages to win it back. Oyenuga now breaking down the right, beats his man, chips across into the area, it's headed clear. Smith will pick it up. There's a Newham player down, but Enfield Town are carrying on. Here's Smith, goes out wide, it's Knight trying to beat his man. Pings the ball into the area, keeper drops it the first time and gathers at the second attempt. And a Town player kicks the post in frustration. Play will be paused now because the Newham player's gone down. Enfield Town will make another substitution. Coming on is Paulo Oliveira, and he'll be coming on for John Oyenuga. That will be one substitution at least. Oyenuga going off. Suggestions around me that he's been one of the standout players for Enfield Town today. And the other substitution looks like,
And the other ones.
well, another substitution's going. Beckles Richards is going off, but pretty confused as to who's coming on because he's wearing number 9, and yet again there's no number 9 on the
Beckles Richards off and 9
team sheet. Well, actually it has to be Max Montgomery coming on because there is no other outfield substitute left. So we'll make a note that Montgomery is wearing number 9. He's come on for Beckles Richards. And you're not missing anything because the Newham player is still down. The rest of the Newham players are receiving a bit of light refreshment. Oyenuga and Beckles Richards have departed. What did you make of their contributions today, John?
Yeah, Oyenuga, I thought did well, particularly when he's attacking. I think question marks about him defensively. It was his error that led to the cross, that led to the goal. But going forward, he's very impressive when he runs at defences and puts crosses in. Beckles Richards, to me, looked like a player who hasn't played a lot this season. Just lacked that bit of composure in front of goal. In the first half, he had 3 decent-ish chances. The first one he snatched at. Probably needs games. Looked lively, energetic, but just needs some games. It's getting a bit scrappy, this game now, isn't it? A lot of challenges coming in. The Newham players, their defence, they're very, very vocal. Every time they clear the ball, it's a big yelp and a shout of "get out." They really want this Newham. You can hear it from up here in the stand.
You haven't missed anything there because players only just restarted after all that treatment that the Newham player was receiving. Lennon Peake's come on for Town, which again is surprising because he wasn't on the team sheet. It's all a bit confusing, but Newham are on the attack here and the ball is threaded through into the area, but it's easy enough for Reece Forster to gather. It's launched up the line. There is going to be 6 minutes of added time. And Town on the attack on the left. Ball is drilled low towards the area, but blocked, and it's out of play for throw to Enfield Town. And it's 5 yards from 10 yards from the corner flag. Joe Payne's got the ball in his hands on the left for Town.
Long throw.
Long throw comes in. It's headed clear initially by Newham, then hacked up into the sky. Goes back towards halfway. Town tried to recycle back up on the left again. Ball's gone back to Jack Smith, furthest back for Town. He switches it out wide to the right, and Jay Lambert's popped up there. Now, Ball chipped, an attempted pass into the area. I think it was from Joe Payne. It's been blocked, it's gone out of play. It'll be another throw for Enfield Town. This might be the best opportunity they have. 1 minute of added time ticks away, 5 to go. Throw for Enfield Town. It's going to be referees nudging it back another 5 yards, and it's taken short to Jack Smith. Central position, he goes back out wide to Payne on his left foot, tosses the ball into the area, flicked on by the Newham head. It's reached Lennon Peake on the left of the area on his left foot, curls the ball towards goal off the crossbar, and it's still loose, and now it's hacked out of penalty area by Newham. Danger's not entirely clear yet. Lambert's in there, Newham heads go up, and now they clear it up towards the centre circle. Lennon Peake cut onto his right foot, lovely curl on the ball, lovely shape, came off the crossbar, but Town's still on the attack. The ball is now drilled into the area, but that will be easy enough for Adu Poku, receiving cheers from his teammates and the substitutes. But Town came inches away from an equaliser there, Paul.
Yep, what was that in the moment, we ask? Ball, a crossfield ball, found Lennon Peake in a lot of space to the left of the Newham penalty box. He had time to bring it down. Beautiful left-footed curling shot. Hit the crossbar. That's the second time the woodwork's been hit by Towners.
And Newham are trying to attack the area now. Player went down, nothing doing there. Town can bring it up towards halfway on the left. Knight's now moving infield, looking for a Poku. Two players charge in and him sneak the ball back off him. Newham can break, but good defending there from Parcell. Poku's then brought down pretty late, and the Newham player himself goes down. Surprised there's no yellow card there, Paul.
Oh, come on.
The referee's now pausing play because the Newham player's gone down having made the foul, and he's just going to stay down as long as he needs. Slight surprise there's no yellow card there, Paul.
I was, yeah. The Newham player has gone down. He's up again now, but he committed the foul. It looked, a bit looked over the top there to me. I thought that should have been a yellow, but can Towners take advantage of all the added minutes they've got left? Probably about 3, I reckon.
Yeah, 3 minutes remaining off the 6.
With a minute to go.
Smith tries to toss the ball into the area, but it's too low. It's been cut out, and Edgar Masoka can bring it clear. And now Sujuade on the left. Had to be a good tackle there from Mickey Parcell. Slid in. Proper Mickey Parcell tackle, but it does give Athletic Newham a throw. And with only 2.5 minutes remaining of added time, this is right where they want the ball. Inside the Town half. Throw's taken on the left. It's coming back out to Hyobi. Hyobi again, infield. Gives it to Rankin. It's gone out to the right now for Newham. Chance for a shot, it's low, it's pretty weak, and Town can get it clear up the left. And here's Ollie Knight on the left, still inside his own half, under pressure, forced to go backwards to Payne. Tucked infield to Smith. Enfield have worked that quite neatly. Now it's the substitute Oliveira. Goes back to Parcell, coming up to halfway. 2 minutes remaining off added time, and Town have given it away. Peake slipping there, and the ball's just allowed to trickle out of play, and it's a throw to Athletic Newham in their left back position, midway inside their own half, with 90 seconds remaining of added time. Hyobi throws up the line, it's flicked on. That'll be easy enough for Lambert. He'll go back to his goalkeeper. There has to be no messing around now from Forster. He plays it short to Smith. He can bring it up towards halfway, have a look around, ping it out towards the left. It's an aerial ball, and it's a Newham head on it, and it's gone out of play in final minute of added time. Final chance for Town to get the ball into the area, perhaps. Well, no, they've thrown it short to Forster, who's given a bit of a hospital ball back. Given back to Forster to launch into the Newham area. It goes deep, but Beckles-Richards was never going to win. The Town's tackle was never going to win that, and Newham are now on the attack inside the Town half. Lambert has to slide in, does really well there to cut out the attack. Parcell sprays the ball to the left, to the right. Lennon Peake takes it on his left foot, cuts in field, thinks about a shot. He's a long way out. Oh, and then he distributes poorly, and Newham can clear up over halfway, and we're into the final 15 seconds now. Lambert gives it back to Forster. Reece Forster Surely he'll go long from here. He does, over halfway, up towards the Newham area, but there's no danger there at all, and it's gone all the way through to Harold Adupoku. And the final whistle goes, and Enfield Town have lost to a Step 5 side. It's Enfield Town 0, Athletic Newham 1. A goal on 74 minutes from Abdul Khamis. Enfield Town's horror run of form continues. 4 consecutive league defeats, followed by defeat in the London Senior Cup. Paul, your final thoughts on that?
Yes, the disappointments for Towners continue. Out the FA Cup, the first attempt. Now out the London Senior Cup at a first attempt. And as you say, to a team on paper, Towners should have beaten. Fair play to Newham. I thought they played really, really well. Certainly they defended very, very well and looked very dangerous when they broke. But disappointing for Towners. Take care, see ya. Disappointing for Towners. Again, it's mistakes, isn't it?